Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Hello, hello. Getting ready to work on some more thin cotton. We're almost out of our green. We're reaching the end. This is the last of my beautiful green, and that means I'm getting closer to the end of this particular half, and then I'll be able to start the tutorial part. I wanted one side done, so that way I can show how to put it all together and all that good stuff, because that's the trickiest part. The pattern's pretty simple. It's nothing crazy. I really like it, and I hope you do too. Anyways, glad you're here today. Let's get crocheting. Alrighty, drinking my coffee. Got my hook in my hand. Oh, this hook is going to be seeing a lot of business. I'm going to have to grab a second one just to be on the safe side. I think having a spare in this size is a great idea. The other sizes are great to have around, but I seem to gravitate to a 3.5. It's my size. I hear a lot of people going for 7s and 5s, and that's awesome. That's awesome. But for this particular type of yarn that I absolutely love the colorways of, I need a smaller hook, and I find the flow and drape of this works for me exactly how I like it. So I'm quite happy with that. So I've reached a point of designing a dress. Okay, I'm working on something inside my head. I have a tutorial that I have looked at before, and I love how she did it. She did it with just a big granny square, like great big giant granny squares. And she also did one with a Bag O' Day cosmic granny square, I think it's called. I'd have to look at the video again to be sure. Basically, she makes these big panels, turns them sideways, and sews them together. So then it ends up becoming a beautiful dress cover-up, that kind of thing for summer, using lightweight cottons and other pretty cakes like this. And like, I love that idea, but what I'm thinking is maybe if I did 4 panels instead of 2, then it wouldn't be so fitted. I don't know. I also might just like 2. That's it. That's the end of the green. Oh, we're almost there. We're going to go right into purple land. Oh, wow. We're getting so far. And this is going way faster than it did the first time I made it. Probably because I have a better idea of how to crochet. I have a better idea of what I want. So anyhow, so I could substitute any like granny square as long as I can make it bigger. Because of course I'm using a small hook, very thin, but I'm trying to debate if I want to thin it out, because I mean I've done that with this yarn. Okay, this yarn is actually supposed to be 4, but I brought it down to 2, and I'm trying to decide, because I feel like they're pretty much the same size, the 2 here and these 4 here. I am thinking I'm probably just going to keep it as is. But I mean, look at those colors. I really want this to be a dress or a kimono. It's one or the other. And I'm leaning towards dress. I have kimonos. I have beautiful silk kimonos with beautiful embroidered dragons on them and stuff. But I don't have a lot of really nice dresses that are something that I have put a lot of thought and effort into. I have some dresses, but they're just, off the rack dresses. I've never made myself something that is fitted for myself, which is kind of what I want to do with my fashion, up it to these fit for me. Here we are. Here we are coming up on this end. Here it goes. This is where the green disappears. That is it. Quarter of the way through the row, that's fine. I'm not going to be picky about when the color changes happen. I am going to just enjoy the process of the natural vibe to this. I don't want to control it. It's kind of like my kids. I give them a little bit of freedom within boundaries. Sure, you want to wear a purple shirt today? Great. Let's just make sure that shirt actually fits. So there's their boundary. The clothes have to fit over their belly buttons, that kind of thing. But you can pick whatever color, how long the sleeves are, what material you like, but it has to fit over your belly. Anyway, a little off topic. But I am excited about this dress because, of course, that's how it always goes, right? You start thinking about a new project and you're like, what can I do here? But I am leaning towards that Galaxy one. It is very, very pretty. And if the panels are too small, I can always just take a plain black and widen them out, because it is a black around it, right? So I do have some black cotton, if you can believe that. I don't have any black in acrylic, but I have it in cotton. And that's not too hard to find. Okay, we're gonna keep these wrapped around as much as possible. Not sure why I left these ends so wild. Yes, I do. Because I don't want them coming back out. I'll come back through here. And we're gonna go over here, and I think that is the whole ends are stuck in there, wrapped around. Oh, I just undid it. Whoops. Okay. We'll do that again. And I had it so nice too. I did it the right way, and then I accidentally decided to show off. Not an accident, I totally tried to show off. This is what happens when you try to show how great you are. Trying to show how great you are instead of just being great, right? Right. I think that's called hubris. I don't know. Seems right in my brain. I could be wrong though. Anyway, so here we are just on that dark purple, and this purple is spectacular. You got more of a blue tone to it, which I absolutely adore. The darker purples with the more indigo-y vibe to them. I'm pretty sure we can see right through here now. Yeah. You can see my finger there. That's my finger all the way through. Awesome. Which is a great sign that we're getting through this project pretty darn fast, and that is fantastic because I would like it done very soon. I don't like working on my summer stuff during summer. I should be working on winter stuff to get things ahead. But my timeline has been a little bit askew, and that's okay. But on the plus side, I will be able to buy a couple patterns I've been looking at. There's a couple that I would really like to get my hands on for Christmas. If I hadn't have budgeted for my vacuum, I definitely would have gotten that Muppet crochet pattern book from Amazon, but it was $34 instead of $40, and I just did not have it in my budget, so I have to walk away from it. And I'm a big girl. I'll be all right. I'll get it. Trying to decide if I just want to get a Kindle version or a paper version. I'm leaning towards paper. as much as I love using my electronics, paper is nice too. I can always take pictures of the book, but I just feel like maybe that's a book I want to have around because I don't see myself wanting to get rid of it. And I only have so much space on my electronics. I have a lot of books on my Kindle. I just don't read as much as I used to because I want to crochet so bad. And I can't read and crochet at the same time. It doesn't work. I can listen to a book, but I can't seem to figure out how to read and crochet at the same time. Goodness. More failures. Just kidding. And this is a nice, easy project that I can take everywhere. I don't have to count anything. Well, a little bit in the mesh, but it's not really too bad. You're skipping two. Chaining two and skipping two. It's really not complex. It's pretty easy to take care of. There we are. What a gorgeous colorway. I love it so much. Definitely hoping to be able to purchase a couple more, maybe make a nice dress out of that. And maybe this time I won't thin it down, so then I'll have a thicker one. Or maybe I'll just redo this shirt with two of these just to see the difference. If thinning out the cotton is worth my time. I think it is. I really like this lighter version of what the cotton really would be like. It can get a little heavy if you're not careful. I mean, it's lightweight and breezy to wear, but it can actually be a little bit weighty. Sorry, piece of hair on my yarn. Ew. It's my hair, of course, but I can still say ew. I don't know, I go back and forth. I wonder if maybe that's why it decided to tear the way it did, or it got caught on something. I'm leaning towards it got caught on something. I wear them everywhere, and I would not be surprised if it got caught on, like, I'm pretty sure I got caught on something like I think it was a seatbelt, actually. Because I did wear it a couple times, wear it out, and, well, quite a few times. I wore it a lot last summer. Don't have a lot to throw on over what I'm wearing, and to keep my shoulders covered because they burn all the time. There can be barely any sunshine out there, and I'm like, oh, I'm burning. Here we go. Looking fantabulous. Now I'm just making up words to describe my yarn. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I think I am going to go with that Galaxy one. I do like how it's a little more closed off as opposed to a granny square. A traditional granny square has those bigger spaces. And I don't really want that for a dress, but I am thinking, the one I'm thinking of that she had on that particular model was really, really cute. So I think I'm just going to keep it the four together, and I'm going to use that square for the middle because I liked the design. It was just very subtle, very pretty, and she did have it in a yellow and red, and it just struck me. And that's why I kept it in my watch later pile for so long, because I couldn't do it before, I should be able to do it now. That is that row. That's 1, 2, 3. Nope. I gotta do one right in here, don't I? I do have to do one right there to keep that, or I'm going to end up losing a stitch. I already know that for sure. There, that's better. Looks weird, so I'm just going to go through it a little bit nicer, because I only went through one part of the loop, not two. I'm going to need to go through two parts of that loop. That is where I'm leaving you today. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!